Hello, now it's time to, after learning how to perform a successful DC load flow, now it's time to perform a DC short circuit. So again, the same that we did for our AC short circuit calculation, we are going now to switch to the DC short circuit. And the first thing to do, we need to edit the study case and to say that DC short circuit case 1, and we choose which fault we can say that we are going to do the fault on DC bus 5. DC bus 6 is automatically created by the cable, so we are going to do just the bus fault. And the source module, here we can see that we have the charger contribution, which is the editor selection, is how much we have selected. Everything, if we have a DC motor, we can select it here, and for the battery. So this is how the DC elements will contribute to the fault. We'll leave this as default and we'll click OK. Here, as we see, is just one option because in DC we doesn't have a frequency, so it doesn't have how to. We just perform the short circuit, and we don't have a short circuit that run in time. So we form the DC 1 short circuit and we click OK. So you see now that we have successfully completed here, and we have the fault here, the current. So also here we can see how much we can show, and we would like to see, for example, if we have some chargers ampere hour. So whatever we select here, it will be shown here, and you can see all the elements that you want in the diagram. So if we go again to the manager now, and for example we like to select more or to insert more, we can change the cable, for example, in order to reduce or to increase the DC short circuit fault. So if we do the cable here, and if you also input an impedance, so let's see how we can insert here. So this is how, if we remove that here and we select a DC bus, which is around, let's see how much it was before. So we are operating at the 0.6, so it will be 600 or 0.6, and we click OK. So we first connect two elements, and then we see how we can rate. So it says that it is from the DC boost 600 volt to 400. We did that only because we need to change it again here. So now it was only the line that it's configured for the 600, but this wouldn't be a problem. So we see that how much can be the impedance here. For example, we'll go for 0.1 and 10 henries. So let's click OK. First of all, we need to run a DC load flow to see if this is correct. So okay, we have corrected here, and we have some flow going here, so we can go now to perform again the DC load flow. So if we see now, we have a current reduction here, and we see that it's split between, because the impedance is doing her job to minimize the fault. So we save that, and this is how we perform a DC short circuit fault analysis. So thank you, and see you to the next lecture.